Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us for another intro event, which we are gonna wait a few minutes though, because, well, yes, Diane, you can record with your artificial intelligence note taker. That is all good. Yes, we're here for another event, and we've been running these every week. But we are going to give it a few minutes because we sort of allow that because we've got quite a few that normally jump on because we always get about 100 registrations, and lately we're running it every week. We sort of get about 25, 35 people on, and we run through a really great evening of a bit of information about becoming a virtual assistant, and all the ins and outs of that, opportunities, and then we follow up with what we do in the space, which is around recruiting and training and all the good stuff. So for those that don't know me, I'm Daniel Brimblecombe, and I am the founder of Brimble Recruitment Group, Brimble Media, and several others. My voice is echoing. Okay, thank you for that. I will see if I can fix my microphone quickly while we're getting set up. Hopefully that's better. Maybe. I'll unplug that and we'll plug it back in. Hello? How's that? Is that better? Or am I still getting a bit of echo? Is that better?
Once again, please.
Is that better?
Yes, way better. Thanks, sir.
Cool. I just got a new computer this week, and I've had a few little bugs, little glitches. We've got a bit of interference on the line, though. I don't know if that is that me. Maybe I'm echoing. I think I'm echoing through somebody else's computer and not mine. How's that?
That's better.
That's better? Cool. Yes, I think I didn't think it was actually me this time. I think I've actually, yeah, we sometimes if we can everyone can mute up when they're not talking, that's good. But you will all have a chance to jump on the screen if you want to. Put my share screen back on.
Hi, Janice.
Hello, welcome, Janice. Hold on. There we go. Now we're back in business. You can see my screen again on there. Cool. Well, as I was saying, what have we got here? AI assistant is helping Diane. That's good. Anyone else that wants to put on their AI assistant for note taking, that's all good. You're very welcome to. Give it a couple more minutes to see how many people we. Yes. Best to ask for that, requesting those recordings now. I'm also recording the call, so it will come back on for a replay. So just in case anyone misses anything during this one, or if we have people come a bit later. Okay. another 2 minutes and we'll get started. I'm just gonna see if we can get a couple more people in, and then we'll start talking. It's always bad when people miss the introduction. It's good to see a few people jumping in early today. Welcome, Amira? Amira? Is that right? From India? We've had some staff from India before. It's great. So I'll get started. As I was saying, my name is Daniel Brimmelcombe. I am the director for Brimmel Recruitment Group and for Brimmel Media. And we also just started up a sub-brand for training called Brimmel Certified, which is picking up speed now. We're coming up on quite a few students that are coming through our training to be a virtual assistant, and we're just about to move into. Is my voice echoing still? It is. It's still echoing, Joy. Is it echoing?
So the echo was thinking.
There's still an echo. Sorry about that, everyone. Let's see if I can. We'll go again. Is there an echo when I go for the webcam right now?
Yes. That's okay. It's perfect.
It's okay?
Yes.
It's
All
not
good.
echoing now. Okay, that's all good. Well, I think it is because of I think my webcam's getting confused with my microphone. But that's all good. I will take that microphone off, and as long as my audio is good and everyone can hear me, and I don't have echo, we can just do it like this. Because I also prefer to do it like this because I talk with my hands a lot and I get caught up in the microphone cord. So, and that's probably what's wrong with it. I probably damaged the microphone cord. But anyway, as I was saying, Daniel Brimmelcombe, founded Brimmel Recruitment Group, Brimmel Media. We employ virtual assistants primarily in the Philippines these days, but we have done many other countries. We now offer, we also do marketing for our clients, and we also put placements through Brimmel Recruitment Groups into businesses. And we offer this training in order for for virtual assistants around the world, because I know that we get a lot of interest around the world. The everything in the training is very versatile because we're all online now. So we're all connected. So everything we discuss tonight is all relevant regardless of where you are in the world. If you're a human being even if you're an alien, if you're somebody with an internet connection, a computer, and a bit of know-how and the skills that we discussed tonight, you can become a virtual assistant, and you can expand from there, which will talk about career growth and career directions and everything like that through this session. And I'll get started, and also you'll be welcome to contribute through this. So, of course, we're going to go through the welcome, which will be 5 to 10 minutes, the overview of skills of a virtual assistant, which will be around 10 minutes. Types of assistance, 5 to 10 minutes. Services and building a professional presence, around 10 minutes. Essential tools and platforms, around 10 minutes. Then we'll do a Q&A, and things will be open for discussion. And we can also, if you like everything I've got to say from there, we can just talk about what we offer beyond this intro event. But we always get great feedback on this intro event, and a lot of people find a good value. And it always depends on the crowd that we have in for the night. Because if you contribute, if you guide the conversation, if you give me comments, if you jump on for discussion, you get a lot more out of the event. So just want to go for the house rules so you get the most out of this. I chuck my phone over here because my phone buzzes all day and all night and always. So I put it over there so I can stay focused. No TikTok or distractions. Treat it like it's an in-person session. So like we're in the same room together, because then we can discuss this more openly. It's not a massive group tonight, so we've got a good chance of everyone being able to ask questions and also building that confidence of being on the call with me if you are going to build up that confidence, which leads to success of actually being able to jump on the call because I'm like a real life client for you. If you're going to be a virtual assistant, you're going to deal with people similar to me, but probably not all the same, and just varied interests. So, and engage in the chat and participate actively. So, note take as well, no takeaways in the chat. So, share things that you see. If I say something that's really outstanding that you think you get a lot of value from, make sure you note it in the chat so everyone else can take note of that one. Stay hydrated. Make sure you got that water coming in. Sometimes I've done these training sessions for 3 hours, and I hope everyone else is drinking water, but I get to the end and didn't drink enough water. But 3 hours is a long time to be talking. So take comfort breaks and stretch periodically, uh, and make sure you take notes. So what we always like to do is we always like to start with any session. Any session, if you've attended training with me before or in the future, you'll know that we always start every session with mindset. Because mindset is an essential thing because everything that you want in this world starts in the mind. So I always like to start with the mindset because if you can think beyond your limits, think beyond the limits and imagine endless opportunities worldwide. And we say Philippines because primarily we get more students from the Philippines, but you could be from India. You could be from, I know that we had some opt-ins for Jamaica. So wherever you are in the world, you can think beyond your borders, beyond your because everything these days is so much easier than it ever was. When I first started in marketing as a younger man, I'm not going to say a young man because I'm still a young man, but as a younger man, we did have the internet, but it was still quite borderful because we didn't have social media. Websites were coming out, but we didn't quite be able to manage and do the same workload across the borders as we can today. So the things are, there's no limits. You can build this as big as you want it to be and go to and live the dreams that you want to live. Strive for excellence. How you do one thing is how you do everything. So every step forward counts. Small daily improvements lead to big change. So we always like to say that there might be a lot of content in here. And in the past, people have said to me, Daniel, do I need to know all of this? Or do I need to be amazing at all of these things in order to be a successful virtual assistant? And the answer is no. But you strive for excellence. You don't have to be, you're not the person that plays the grand piano isn't amazing on day one. But they doesn't mean they don't become a piano player. They just learn the ropes and they build up from there. So you're always, but as long as you're growing and developing every single day, every single way, and you're taking conscious steps forward, you're doing amazing work. And the fact that you're all here tonight is a step forward for that excellence. You're looking for that opportunity in this world, and that's something to give yourself a pat on the back for. And even if you don't do anything with us in the future, or we don't have contact again, if you're moving forward and you're doing amazing things and you're taking these steps, that's what I love touching on the mindset about. Because these things, and even if you get to the end of the session, you go, you know what, this line of work isn't for me, but I've got another dream. The mindset's always important. So embrace resilience, and this is because of course we mainly work in the Philippines. We go by the Bayan spirit, and that's very much a cultural thing for the people of the Philippines. That's the spirit of growth and challenges, facing them together to rise higher. So, and take action with purpose. Your commitment builds the future. Let's transform goals into reality. So you're taking purposeful action tonight or today, wherever you are in the world. There could be people from other countries in here now because people are flooding in. I put out a sign that says I'm offering some free VA training and the world opens up to me. Well, I do have I've been doing marketing. I'm now in my late 30s, but I've been doing marketing since I was just before I turned 16. So I do have a fair bit of experience. I've been hiring people overseas for well over 10 years, and we've been placing people, and we do all different forms of marketing. And so I've got a lot of experience to give you this evening in this time. So I always do a mindset reading as well at the beginning of every session, because mindset is the most important thing. Because if you believe you can, you're right, and if you believe you can't, you're probably right also. Because if yeah, that's essentially the mindset. You've got to see yourself being successful in whatever endeavor that you do. Before I jump on these calls in the evening, I always do a visualization that you're all going to get lots and lots of value, and you're going to be successful from information that I share with you, whether you get motivated to do whatever you're going to do in this life. So I like to do the reading, which is welcome everyone to our free intro session for the VA course. You're here because you're ready to open new doors, explore new opportunities, and build a skill set that has the potential to transform your life. Today is your starting point, a chance to win, to dive in, to dive in, discover what's possible, and gain valuable insight into the world of virtual assistants. This session is all about setting you up for success, giving you the tools, the knowledge, and the confidence to take bold steps forward. By the end of today, or this session, you'll have a clear understanding of what it takes to thrive as a VA and the incredible freedom and flexibility that the career can offer. Stay open, stay engaged, and remember, you're here to grow. Take notes, ask questions, and absorb everything you can. The journey starts here, and every step you take today moves you closer to a future with limitless potential. Let's make the most of this time together and kickstart something truly extraordinary. We're excited to have you here and can't wait to see what this path leads you. Let's dive in. So always at the start of these sessions, we like to invite anyone that would like to volunteer to jump on. I'll start with Joy, who's one of my three main assistants. And Joy is my fantastic operations manager. She keeps me in check. And we always like to start off with an introduction. So after Joy gives her introduction, if anyone else would like to turn their camera on, turn their microphone, jump on a call with a potential employer, a potential client, somebody that's truly a potential for you. You'll state your name, where you're from, your goal from the course, and if you're new or experienced. Take it away, Joy.
Thank you. Okay, I'll start before we jump on to the rest of our guests for tonight. So I would like to treat myself as a student as well, since each day brings a new learning for everyone. So my name again is Joy, and I've been working with Daniel since 2016. So we're turning 10 years by next year. I think that was around May when we first met. So when I first met Daniel, I was working in a BPO as an appointment setter. So I randomly doing lead generation for Australia. And he's not a part of my list. And I was sourcing back then when I got the chance to saw his business information online. So I called him, offered him something that he might have a need for the household. And eventually, he was actively listening to my pitch. Then it turned out that when we got connected, I ended up working with Daniel. So that's the time that I actually left the BPO industry and started to work from home. So imagine, guys, even before the pandemic, I have the privilege to work at the comfort of my own home. So this is super beneficial for me to lessen the traffic situations that we are having from all parts of the Philippines, from all parts of the world. So I am from Metro Manila, and like I said, I was working in a BPO industry, but prior to that, I was into sales. But I did have a lot of learnings with Daniel. First would be building of confidence. Second would be the technical side of the career. And from most of my jobs, this is the job that I enjoyed the most. I didn't even feel the pandemic crisis that we've had because I've been working from home since 2015 and it's giving me freedom, financial freedom, time. I have balance with my daily activities. I could still run and exercise in the morning, and after that, I would start working with Daniel. We have several projects, not just the virtual assistant, not just Brimble Recruit, but we have several projects. So by joining this call, everyone, you're actually doing the first step for your success. Number one is the learnings. That is something that no one can take it away from you. So we would like to welcome you once again to this session. And if you have any question, feel free to ask Daniel or me. That would be all for now, Daniel. Thank
Very much,
you.
Joy. Would anyone else love to jump on the call with me and introduce yourself to everyone and yeah, just take that first step. Anyone at all? I gonna open up the floor. Arthur, Janice, anyone? I'm looking for a microphone turning on.
There's Janice.
Janice is here. Janice,
Yes,
Hello, yeah.
unmuted. Yes.
yes.
Uh, I'm Janice, and I'm from the Philippines. And my goal for this course is, of course, to have an idea what VA is and how to work as a VA. I worked as a BPO trainer right now, so I'm really interested in working from home and, being a virtual assistant. And this is actually, if given a chance to be a virtual assistant, this will be my first time to be a VA, and I really don't have experience in virtual assistant, actually. Just in the BPO industry. As a agent, a representative, and a trainer right now. So that's it. Thank you.
Let's do a good foundation for you, Janice. Don't discount off the experience. Because and that's so great that you jumped on the call with us as well. You've already got the confidence to have the calls with the clients. So it's yeah, welcome, and we're happy to have you here. Is there anyone else that would like to jump on and introduce themselves? That would like to?
What about you, Amina?
Amia, Kumar, Padhe, Cynthia, to become VA experience in marketing. That's what the is. Is that your full name? Or is that a place in India?
I think we've lost Amia. I couldn't see. There's Amia. The microphone is on mute. Amia.
Amia has left the comment
Sure.
in the chat, and Amia would like to get the experience in VA marketing. So it's a great area. There's a lot of specialty areas. Arlene, Rona,
What
Wayne,
about Arthur?
Diane.
Don't be shy. It's just us.
Yeah, it's just
Hello.
There's
hello,
Wayne.
Wayne. Wayne,
Thanks,
welcome.
Wayne.
You want to pop up
Hi.
on the screen, or you're a bit shy?
A little bit shy, a little bit shy.
Okay, that's all good. We'll listen to you, Wayne. It's okay.
My name is Wayne Wilfred Salmo. I'm from Philippines, and my goal for this course is to learn more about the virtual assistant course. And I am new to this kind of work, and that's it. Thank you.
That's great, Wayne. And it's a good name. You've got a good name because my dog's name is
Thank you.
Wilfred, but it's Fred.
Thank you.
You might see my dog later because he jumps up.
Thank you.
Thank you, Wayne. Much appreciated. Anyone else wanna jump in? I'm currently eating too. That's
Yeah.
okay, Arthur.
Rana and
That's fine.
Arthur.
Did you bring enough to share, Arthur?
Yeah. What are we having for dinner? Thanks
Well,
for
anyone else want to jump in? If not, we're going to click to the next slide. But it's so good when you get a chance to practice, because this is one of the skills of actually jumping on and being Shanice,
I'm Janice, and I'm
Shanice.
from the Philippines, specifically in Cebu City. My
Yes,
goal from this course is to learn more about virtual assistants and how different it is from the work that I've done before. So I used to work for the BPO industry. I've handled telecommunications accounts and financial accounts. So I want to learn more about how different it is, and I want to learn more on how I can get clients. And yes, I'm new to being a VA.
that's great, Shanice. That's very good. Well, you're the thing about being a VA is that if we have the mindset that what you're doing for a client, it's just online. But if you, because I always, when I reflect on the tasks that we're doing, like if the client has a shop front or things like that, we're just doing things for them just online. So if they've got a medical practice, if they've got a design business, we're just doing things for them that are online. So a lot of these skills that are in your jobs that you've gone to an office for, you're conducting those things, you're just conducting them digitally. You're conducting those admin roles online for those clients. So a lot of your skills, like you keep them on your resume because those are things that you've got work experience and you've got a strong backing. And if you've got certain industry experience, those are the types of businesses that you can go into that you've got product knowledge. Because whatever your industry that you want to go into, that's the ideal, which we'll go into those sorts of things shortly. I jump ahead of myself a little bit. But if anyone else would like to jump on, we'll have one more, and then we're on to the next slide. One more. Anyone. It's okay. I'm so
anyone from Metro Manila,
there's
from
big.
Visayas, Mindanao, Upper Luzon, Northern Luzon.
It's because I look too much like Thor. That's the problem. I look too much like Chris Hemsworth that they're all scared to jump on a call with me.
Yes, Daniel was here this year. He looks like Chris Hemsworth. But I'm gonna tell the story later.
Yeah,
Anyone
I
ever just joined us on a group chat? Would you like to grab the microphone ever? Ever Labiang or
Yeah, hello, good
Hania?
evening.
Hi. Hi, Ever.
welcome,
Would you like
Eva.
to introduce yourself?
Oh, yeah, introduce yourself. Let us know where you're from. Let us know your goal and your experience.
Love her voice.
Hi, hello, good evening, everyone. So my name is Ever Labiang. So I am from Cavite, Philippines, and my goal for this course, I just want to learn something from something about virtual VA jobs or anything. I'm new in this business. Yeah, that's all. Thank you.
Great, awesome work, Eva.
Thank
Thank you for jumping
you.
on. Let's click to the next slide and let's talk about a virtual assistant and what a virtual assistant does. Because a virtual assistant is a professional who provides various administrative, technical or creative support services remotely. Unlike traditional assistants who work on site, VAs operate from different locations, often utilizing digital tools and technology to complete their tasks. So really, to me, a virtual assistant, because I've hired, Joy's been my best ever, but I've hired people in the past all around the world. I've hired in India and I've had somebody else in Israel, and I've what I believe that virtual assistant, you're here, you're the support role. Your role as a VA is to take the tasks off the business owner or off your client in order to make their lives easier. And in turn, you're such an asset to the business because me as a business owner can take on my VAs and then it pushes me forward because then I do the things that bring in the money to the business. I delegate all my tasks that are repetitive or I just don't have time for. And that way I can go do more meetings, I can close more deals, and I can build the business. And that's the ultimate thing of being a virtual assistant. You're there to really take that pressure off. And the more skills that you acquire, the more things that you can offer, the bigger the asset you are to that business. Because the more things that a client can get you to do in your skill set, the more things they don't have to do in their skill set, which advances your business as well, because you'll become more valuable to that client. You become at a higher pay rate to that client, and you open the door to many different things. I think we're going to the next slide. So of course the key responsibilities of a virtual assistant, which is administration tasks, social media management, research and data entry, and customer service support. So emails and everything like that. So this is really the core responsibilities of a virtual assistant that you if you've got that foundation, that's your opening. Of course, other things, there's other tracks that you go in on as a virtual assistant. There's all, and from if you've got this core foundation, then you work into areas that you become a specialist in, and that are actually in, because then there's different skill sets. Because across my three main assistants, which I've got Joy on the call tonight, I've got Aina and I've got Liza, and some of you might have spoken to Aina or Liza during your opening up into joining into this course. And Joy is very much my operations, and she manages my day to day, and she coordinates things. She also does a lot of my social media management. Liza is very much my appointment setter, and she's the go-getter that will chase things up for me. And Aina is my creative, and she's very much the video editor and the designing factor in the business. That we delegate a lot more of the designing things for Aina, things that I don't have time to do. But at the same time, I've given them all three of my core team opportunities to expand into other spaces like web development and so on. So the key responsibilities are here, and they can all do these key responsibilities, and but they're not limited to that because they've expanded on their skill set. But this is ultimately your foundation for being a virtual assistant. So these are core things. Skills needed for success is the next level, where if you want to be a great virtual assistant, you have to consider these five things essentially, because these are skills that are some of them people are natural at, some of them are people you might be looking at these skills, you might be thinking, gee, that's easy, but there is a deeper method onto the skill, and we're going to run through this, where we talk about communication skills. And communicating with your client is a very key foundation for it. And there's a lot of there's cultural differences, there's language barriers, there's everything like that. But a core thing in communication skills is understanding when you're the person that you're talking to, and making sure that you're grasping the concept of what they want to actually achieve. And that's a big core thing for your communication skills. But then, of course, I always like to use the reference that if you because there's the language barrier, and there's us Australians use a lot of slang. So when your client uses a lot of slang, it could be something that is misinterpreted or isn't verified, and you might not understand what the task actually is because you've misinterpreted. And if your client in Australia says they're going for a barbie on the weekend, a lot of Filipinos look at you funny, because a barbie means something very different in the Philippines than it does in Australia. A barbie is a barbecue, so you can have a barbecue with your friends or your family on the weekends. But that's this one example where we've had challenges in the past where a lot of there's communication gaps, not understanding the culture of that country. So if you're targeting particular industries, particular clients in different countries, it's very essential that you understand what's going on in their country as well, because they're going to talk to you about different current affairs, politics, natural disasters, all different things that are happening in that space, and those are core skills in the communication space. It's more than it just, and also being concise with your communication, being making sure that you communicate effectively, where it's okay to have a joke if you know your client well, but at the same time you want to make sure that you're very clear in your communication. And normally the best dot pointing, numbering, and that comes down to the client showing you everything you need to see. Because we do also have other things where we want to make sure that you're understanding it up front, or we have clients that complain that you're like every other VA because you don't listen. That's what they say to us about the certain VAs that just start out. But if you do listen and you do take those instructions, it takes you to the next level. Joy, would you like to say anything on communication skills? Because I think that's
Yes,
a very big topic.
thank you. Yes, for communications, for me, it has something to do with your confidence. With a native tongue, most of our joiners in this session, we speak Filipino, of course. That's our main language. But then I think the secret for me to transition into more on speaking English, not just when I'm with my clients like Daniel, is that at first, in order for me to build my confidence, like right now, I'm in front of a mirror. I talk to myself. First, I need to build my confidence, and then I've watched several foreign films, so without any subtitle, so that at the same time, I love watching movies. So I'm enjoying the perks of watching Netflix or Disney channels. But at the same time, the best movie that I would recommend if you wanted to enhance your communication would be Harry Potter without the subtitles. So we're learning the accent and then some of the terminologies that they're using. And then eventually we're just not going to be stuck in that movie, but we'll be utilizing our learnings and communicating into work. So that's my first step. And then when you get a client, you'd have to communicate at all times, not just with your engagement and relationship or professional relationship with the clients, but it's a continuous learning. So just be confident, practice your English well, and then application. That would be all, Daniel, for now.
Thank you, Joy. That's good, but that's 100% it. And communication is a very strong area, and it's an area that a lot of, like, even if your English isn't perfect today as well, I want to make sure that's very clear. I try to slow it down because I realize, because for me, I'm not like a lot of other clients that you have probably potentially, where I'll adapt my communication because I want to effectively communicate with you, and I'll make sure that you understand what I'm talking about. And well, some days I get a bit grumpy, but it's not at the actual situation. But but sometimes I get a bit grumpy because I've got other things that I'm trying to sort out. But I always make sure that my communication is well received on the other side. But a lot of clients won't do that. So you have to be the effective communicator in order to get through that, because you might not have somebody that's that understanding. But at the same time, if you're taking notes and you're really clarifying and you're breaking it down, that's being an effective communicator. Time management is a big one, a big one. And if your client has time management software, you want to be able to use that and make sure that you're coordinating it. But time management branches in from your personal life and your business life, where if you're unorganized in your personal life, chances are you're going to be organized in your business life. And unfortunately, for a lot of countries like the Philippines, you get I know that the traffic is bad in Manila, and that's why you're late everywhere. But they do consider it island time. So you want to make sure that you don't bring that stigma in for your employer, that you're very well managed and you're updating your client of how you have managed your time, and maybe even timing tasks, which in our more advanced course, we talk about standard operating procedures. Diane, you can't hear us? I think my mic is working. You can't hear us, Diane?
You
Okay.
should have to figure your on your end there.
I think that's an AI note taker. So that's not actually Diane. That's a note taker.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm talking to the computer. I'm not talking to a person. So yeah, so time management is highly essential for that. You want to, because at the same time, you're responsible for booking your own time, and you could be responsible for your client's time as well. Where because if you're exceptional at time management, then you're managing your client's time as well. Because I get Joy and Liza to manage my time and book in my appointments as well. So they're responsible for my calendar as well as their own time management. So it's a very important task. And we have lots of tools and things that we run through in the main course, but there's lots of if you can do it on a piece of paper, you can do it on a piece of software, essentially, because it's all getting easier and easier and easier. You've just got to be disciplined and committed to sticking to your time. Technical proficiency. So you want to hit the core values of technical software, from the words to the Google workspaces, and you don't need to be a programmer or anything like that, but you need to be tech savvy because you're working in the online space, and it just takes learning it and jumping in. Everything's pretty much these days. If you're going on the path, you'll learn these skills and you pick these things up. It just takes a bit of open ability and commitment to it, and you pick up the technical things and problem solving abilities. I always say that anyone that comes to me with a problem must come to me with a solution as well, because you don't want to go to your client, because another complaint that we get from placing VAs and so on is they're just like every other VA. They have to be handheld for everything. And that's not a good impression for any of you. So by knowing that directly from a client, you'll know that when you go to the client with a problem, although you can't make that decision, you say, look, this is the issue that we're facing, but I think we could do this or this or this. And they'll say, oh, great. And in the future, they might just, often these days, the girls they just solve problems for me and they tell me afterwards. And that's what I like. I don't want to often I don't micromanage, but that's me. But I don't like to micromanage, but you don't want to be micromanaged either. And if you can only be that valuable if you build up that trust and you can have those problem solving abilities. Adaptability and flexibility. You've got to be adaptable and you've got to learn through these things and be flexible with the task. You can be opening up into all different types of skills. And as I said earlier, I introduced the ladies into web development. And Joy didn't enjoy web development too much, but she still got me through the tasks. And now I put it on for Liza, and Liza's excelling in the space and helping me finish all sorts of websites and all different of our own projects and our clients' projects. So by being adaptable and flexible, you open up the doors for yourself to new skills and new opportunities, which brings you to new heights, new incomes, new bonuses, and better employment uh, opportunities. Is there anything else you'd like to add on this page while I'm on it, Joy?
Yes, Daniel's correct that in terms of the website development or graphics, that's not really my forte. Though I have learned such skills through Daniel, but each one of us, we all have our strengths and those weaknesses that we have, we could develop. But we now have several virtual assistants. So Daniel was able to delegate the task which each one would excel the most. So I think in terms of this particular area, it's more on um unlocking the skills and learning new stuff. Like I've said earlier, each day is a new day for all of us to learn. That's it, Daniel.
Well, I think it's important to know what it takes to achieve something, even if you're not proficient in that skill. You're very valuable to yourself, and if you become an employer in the future, because that's also doors are open. If you know what it at least takes in that space, whether you're amazing at it or not, you can at least delegate and supervise that task, and you know how long it's going to take. Just in the chat, because everyone's very quiet. I just want to make sure that everyone's keeping up and everyone's enjoying the content so far of what we're been discussing, and they're getting a great idea of what it
That's
takes
quite
to be a
scary because
VA.
they just had dinner. So make sure that you're having coffee. Because normally whenever we had our full meal, that would lead us to
I think
being
he,
sleepy.
I think he left. I think he left. He had his dinner and he left.
Maybe he's getting coffee.
He might be.
But we do have a new joiner. I saw him earlier,
But
Oren.
if
Last.
you're enjoying the content, just drop me a one on the chat. Just drop me a one, just a one, or a smiley face. Give me an emoji down the bottom. Share it out for me.
Hi, there.
Awesome. Jonathan's liking it.
Janice,
Wayne's
Ever.
liking it. It's it's good.
Some
So
did you have
we want to give you a lot of value tonight. Even if you, yeah, as I said, we want you to be
yeah.
successful in this. So we make sure that we deliver a lot of value, a lot of realistic answers, and that's how we work across the board. We only give you stuff that's valuable. And whether it looks simple on the screen, as soon as I explain it, I want to make sure I go into that detail and also give you the confidence that you're going to achieve this. I'll give this a click.
Oh,
So, so benefits of being a virtual assistant. There's flexibilities in work hours because I'm pretty flexible with my team. Some employers might not be in the early days, but there is flexibility depending on the job that you get. And it's if you start off in a job that doesn't have the flexibility you want, you get the experience and you find a job that gives you that flexibility. That's what it's all about. It's that growing and that becoming something that you want to what you want to be. And opportunities to work from anywhere where I was, well, I'm not a virtual assistant as such, but when I was traveling through the Philippines, I had my laptop and I was punching away, getting the work done every day. And I know I know Joy and Liza and Aina, they go to visit family and friends and they're still online saying, oh, I'm still online, I'm still working, I'm still getting the job done, and that's perfectly fine because that's your flexibility. Anywhere with an internet connection, you can do your work, and it's just about planning ahead when it comes to that kind of end of things, or yeah, or if you've got deadline type work, you can sort of plan around that work, and it's having that trust of your employer as well. If you're exceptional at what you do, there's no reason why you shouldn't have the balance. And the diverse range of clients and industries, we work with so many different types of clients. At the moment, we've just launched a poker tournament on a cruise ship, which is leaving the year after next. We're doing boat tours. We've got clients that are psychics, e-commerce stores, nutritionists. I just had another client today, which is an adult shop, which I'm not going to go into those details, but all different types of clients. And over the years, I've done like I've had people working for me. I've done 3 political campaigns. I've worked for every type of business that I can think of. What businesses have we worked for, Joy? So many. We've done dog walking. We've done work for them.
yes, from appointment setting, customer service, sales, non-voice, like what Daniel has mentioned earlier, psychic nutritionist, some mature services, online support, back office support.
Real estate.
What else? Mostly our sales and customer support.
Yeah, but essentially, you can take pressure off just about any business. And I always say that if you're looking for just that full-time one client, you look for something you got an interest in, or you look for an industry that you've got a lot of knowledge in. If you like gummy bears, go work with a gummy bear factory. and I'm sure they'll have administrative support and social media needs to sell more gummy bears. So it's exceptional. Tourism parks, everything. There's so many different types of clients that you could work with. Digital marketing as well, digital marketing agencies. Every business needs a virtual assistant. Every business in the world, they really do. Potential for good income. It's basically your income can keep going up. It really can. The more valuable you are, of course sometimes it starts off low and then it grows, but often the income is high for where you are in the world compared to local jobs. And I always say if the business is doing well, everyone should be doing well. So there's a lot of employers that give out bonuses and incentives and lots of great stuff in there. I always do my very best to give out the bonuses, and when there's good work being done, I make sure that they're looked after. So there's always incentives to grow. So it's yeah. Anything else you want to add to this page, Joy, while we're on it?
So speaking of incentives, not just a bonus for a good job, but Daniel also gave us birthday bonus. Thank you.
Oh yes, I did do that because I always like to you do a great job for people and in your work, your employers or your
Aside from that, not just for the birthday bonus, I remember when my dogs were sick, they had parvo. He also helped, and when I moved to another location, when I relocated, he also helped me. So, if you develop your professional relationship to your clients, that would also develop into friendship, and that would be easier for you both to work daily for each project. Thank you, Daniel.
That's okay, Joy. You're always amazing for me, so I look after you. You do, yeah, because my business wouldn't be the same as it is now. And also, Joy is over the years, she's a good friend for me as well, and that comes down to communication. Joy and I communicate very well, and we work together very well. So it's yeah, so the opportunities are there and abundant. So we'll go to this a little bit too soon. That's okay. We'll go for it because we're going to talk about this a little bit later on. But we do have our course, and we're going to run. I guess we're going to run through some of it now because our slides have been just a bit adjusted today, but that's all good. And I didn't get a chance because I broke my new computer and then I fixed it again. So I didn't go for a good look through the new slides, but that's all good. Essentially, we do offer training, and we offer training to master the key skills and develop critical administration skills such as time management, organization, and effective communication, and tech proficiency. So we gain hands-on experience with popular tools and softwares, such as Trello. We go for a Trello course and all that, and Canva and all those good ones. And relationship management, we talk about how to manage your clients or how to manage multiple clients, how to manage staff, and how to negotiate your fees. We go through all of that, and identifying your key service offerings. We go through identifying your niche and everything like that in the main course. And because you never know, because there's all different angles that you can go on. As I said, that Joy is operations, administration, social media. She keeps me all accounted for and worked out in the business. And she also is really a management for anyone else we bring in. She also does our recruiting. And when we're doing our placements, she does the recruiting on that end. And we've got Liza, who's really much an appointment setter. And she does a lot of the web work now, and then Aina does a lot of the video things. So you want to identify the core service areas that you want to go into. If you're not a creative and you're more of a talker, then your appointment setting might be for you. If you're more of an admin and an organized person, administration, VA work is for you. Appointment setting, following up on appointments, and all that great stuff. So you identify the area that you're strong in, and then you move through that. So, of course, through that, we do business development to show you how to find clients, how to get clients, how to impress the clients. And then we go through real world applications. I tell a lot of stories. I give a lot of gold, and I give a lot of insight into where the clients are at, and how to communicate and how to maximize your value of those clients. And yeah, so we do hands-on learning, and we do actual live sessions. The bulk of the main training sessions are now all on recording. That's about 9 hours of training, I think, is on there, and at the moment, but it adds an hour every single week. I'm actually adding more training every single week on core subjects like building your confidence. I'm going to touch in deeper. Like right now, you can jump on and you can watch about 9 hours worth of training right now that it will actually get you started in the business. And also you get do your assessment at the end, and resources for ongoing ongoing professional, and I would say personal development as well, because we touch more into the mindset. And every week at the moment, right up until the end of the year, I've got a 1 hour session Q&A every week where people will jump on and we will touch on new elements of the business and the questions that have been asked through the week. Yeah, enrollment information. I'll drop the link into the box shortly. Oh yeah, there's a few testimonials in here. So valuable insights, practical knowledge. I'm a top guy. So it's the students all love it. We haven't had one bad response yet from our VA crash course, because at the moment we're doing the intro courses, and right now we're discussing the new year courses of going into graphic design and lead gen, which will be offering specials for those. So session 1 is awesome, and yeah, there's a few more testimonials, but every single student that has come through has been exceptionally happy with, and that have felt more confident moving into a career as a virtual assistant. And we touch on all the things that were spoken about tonight, but in far, far more detail. We're probably at the question stage now. If anyone's got any questions, and I'll run through the enrollment.
Yes, if you have any questions, feel free to jump on the microphone. Mia, do you have any question? Oh, Ron has a question regarding the certificate.
What is the scope for India, particularly?
Yes, you're going to receive a certificate, and you're also going to receive a Brimble certified on our website, which will be in our directory of certified VAs, which you can actually reference when you go for jobs that you've actually done the initial training, because we have a decent little assessment thing that you actually have to answer questions and run through that and give practical answers on there, and that entitles you to a certificate of completion of that, and also the end of things that gives you that additional reference point in the directory. And we're looking at more ways because we're looking to place from our student pool, because essentially all of my direct VAs are committed to a 2-hour training every single month. When you actually, if you work within our business, you're actually on a 2-hour paid VA. But if you're placed with a client, then they're obligated to commit to that training. But at the same time, yeah. So of course, we're opening more doors for that. But yeah, as I said, until the end of the year, we're going to do an additional 1-hour session every single Saturday until the end of the year.
Yes,
Does that
that's
answer?
every
Yeah.
night. Mia, yes, go ahead, please.
No, Amir? Okay. All good. Have you got,
Yeah. Yes.
Yes. Yeah, I'm listening. I thought you had a question.
The question is, in particularly VA in India, awareness is very less. But we can explore the world market from India on social platforms like that.
Yes, we cover we cover getting clients in the course. So we do that, and I've hired VAs in India before.
If you have good clients, you please refer us.
We don't guarantee clients, and we can't guarantee work at the end, but it's all going to depend on the individual. But we're opening more doors to place more of our students with clients.
Okay.
But yeah, but we definitely can't guarantee anything because it's all going to depend on because some people are going to excel because at the moment it's interesting where we have people that go through, they love the course, but they haven't finished the assessment. And it all varies, so we can't make any sort of guarantees at the end of it because we're not. It's definitely down to the individual to be.
Okay.
But of course, we run this training at I'll just run through the course outline so we cover all that. So module 1 is understanding the role of the VA, so we're going deep into that. And module 2, I actually spent 3 hours going through these 2 modules on the replay, and the must-have tools, and the basic practices: file organization, workflows as a virtual assistant. Module 3 is setting up your virtual assistant business. So whether you're going to work for someone or you're going to have your own business, it's all about building your brand as a VA, pricing your services, the legal considerations. We talk about the legal considerations in that. It was an interactive session originally. Is it possible? Oh, it is possible, Janice. If you've got to, it's possible, but it's not guaranteed to find a client that provides equipment. There are ones that do. They also, it really depends on where you are as well. I do the 1 hour session every Saturday, Rona. So I have pre-recorded training, which is actually me talking all the way through it. Most of the other courses that are out there are just text on a page. But this is actually like a client teaching you how. And then I have the replays from the 1 hour sessions that we're doing every Saturday, and you've got lifetime access to the course. It's very much me guiding you in this. And if you jump on and you engage with me on a Saturday, then you will get the most value out of it. So
Any study materials you can send to our emails.
Yes, we're going to send out the course details.
Study materials to emails.
Yes, it will be all sent out. Essentially, what we're doing at the moment until the end of this month, we've been selling the course. Bit of a bad line. But it will definitely be sent out. All the course details will be sent out to the emails, and also the replays will be available on the website for your login. You need to log directly into the website. And so essentially at the moment, we're doing it 299 pesos per person, which in India, the rupees, it's currently about 428 rupees, roughly, for India. So yeah, so 299 pesos. At the end of this month, we're going to go up to 499. Just the cost of running the course does increase as we get more members in order to keep the site and the platform running. And at the moment, we don't really, we do a lot of this intro course because we want to help and we want people to become the most successful. There's so many jobs, not just people trying to save money in Australia and the US, but there's actually lots of jobs. There's lots of companies that can't fill positions. So we're looking to train up, and we're going to expand and assist in the places, the Philippines, India, everywhere with these skills that give you that entry level positions, and then expanding on from there. And whether we get to place you or you find the work yourself, these skills will be the turning point into whatever direction you go into. Um, so, have you got anything to add to that, Joy?
Yes, in terms of the promotion, that's only up until November 30th. So keep in mind, guys, that if you'd like to join for the full course training, that will be $499 by December 1st. And from what Daniel has shown on the screen earlier, that's a full course. So everything that you need to be fully equipped to be a successful virtual assistant, that's going to be a good start for your virtual assistant career. And from what Rana has asked earlier, yes, we're going to give you some feedback points on what you need to improve. Once you've joined the course, feel free to ask us. If Daniel is engaged into something, you could also ask me. It's not just about the basic virtual assistant that you may have some questions with, but I had a lot of trainings and experience with Daniel, so you could ask me anytime. We will be helping you in growing your virtual assistant careers.
The question, the course you could do in a whole day if you wanted to and do the assessment on watching the videos, but the hour on the weekend on Saturdays is very different to the course, but you can ask questions from the course on the Saturday. The Saturday is very much additional value where I jump on and I do a live Q&A with you. So if you wanted to do the course right now, if you wanted to sign up on the website, which I just dropped the link in the comments, you could actually jump on there, do that now, and jump straight through the assessment. And so you could, but if you want to sit through, it's about 7 hours or something like that of video footage. So yeah, there's a fair bit. And then as soon as we start doing the 1 hour sessions, will be saved and replayed on there as well, because I'm going to pick a different topic every single Saturday until the end of the year to add an additional, how many Saturdays do we have till the end of the year of training, which aren't on the assessment, but they'll be very highly valuable topics. Because we don't want you to do the course and get a certificate. We want you to get real skills. We want you to get real value. We want you to actually be able to use knowledge is not power. Knowledge plus action is power. We want to empower you to take that action and actually get the value out of it. Because there was a lot of value in this evening in between all in the stories and all, but essentially, yeah, it's just about taking the action from there, taking the leap, taking the step. It's the opportunities are endless. Have you got anything to add on that one, Joy? Because I will be actually doing some jokes in Tagalog as well, which I'll do because we've got an international crowd tonight. I'll do my jokes in Tagalog and in English, and then because I'm improving my Tagalog, my pronunciation, so everyone is normally I think the joke isn't as funny as my pronunciation of the words. That's what I've heard.
Yes, you're exactly correct, Daniel. So even we have this joke portion, it's also Daniel's, it's a two-way learning. So we're getting new English pronunciations and wordings, while Daniel is also learning to be a Filipino by starting with his Filipino wording. So just to add, again, we're excited for you guys. We're excited to see you all on our training, full course training. And I hope that with this introduction, you have learned at least the tip of the iceberg. But in order for you to learn more about the details and fully equipping you into being a virtual assistant, a successful virtual assistant, we're excited for you all to join us.
We sure are. And you can join up at any time. You can hang around. You can ask more questions now, or you can hang around for the jokes. And there is a video intro on the page. as well.
Yes, Rana, he visited. You want to learn the story of Daniel's visit?
I have, yes, you can tell the story of my visit. I have visited and I will be back very, very soon, which I'm going to
Yes.
also send out an email in order to get, we're going to do a meetup when we're there as well.
Yes, we're gonna have a meet and greet when Daniel visited. It should have been this end of November, but I think he will be visiting us by February.
Photos are charged at 50 pesos a photo.
Which so he visited us in May. Back then, since we can work anywhere, I wasn't in Metro Manila. So I was staying in Batangas because I wanted to enjoy the beachfront while working because I'm also doing some blogs and I do write articles for Daniel. So I was in Batangas for 8 months and I was surprised that he visited me in Batangas. Like I was shocked when I first saw him. There's this very tall man outside my gate and he looks like Chris Hemsworth. Is this my client? And my neighbors were looking at me. Oh yeah, this is my client. He's not an actor. But so I gave him a tour in Taal. We went to the cathedral and several places. And there's actually this group of ladies who are selling cashew nuts. And cashew nuts are my favorite. So they approached me, is he an actor? And I told them, yes, he is. Can we take pictures with him? Yes, I will introduce you. How much is the cashew nuts? Okay, it's 100 pesos. Okay, so I'm getting two, but are you going to give me additional order of cashew nuts? So they gave me four. I only paid 200 pesos and I got four. And on top of that, I got some freebies. And they had their pictures with Daniel. Daniel has no idea that I'm selling him
Yes,
for me to get free cashew nuts.
yes.
So now I
Yeah,
have no
so
idea. I gave him.
I
He
know
rode
they're all
it.
getting ideas now. They're gonna get free nuts.
Oh, Brad Pitt.
Oh,
Oh,
Brad
you
Pitt.
should see him in person.
I'd love to go to Cebu, Wayne. It is on my list. I'd love to go there.
Yes, he's gonna
Yeah.
travel and
Uh,
meet with our remote workers.
yes. I'm gonna get all around as much as I can't go to every island, but I'll go to as many islands as I can because I there's a I think it's like Liza's son knows how many islands there are, but there's a lot. There's a lot of islands. But yes,
Yeah.
Cebu is definitely up towards the top of my list as soon as I get some time. But I will read. Yeah, I'll go to the
Oh, I
next.
wanted to add, Dino, he tried longanisa and sinigang, sisig, and lots of seafood, and he enjoyed the Filipino food. He also had experience eating in a Sangyup restaurant in Taguig.
Yes,
So he
I
have
gained a lot
Sangyup.
of weight when I was in the Philippines, and I just dropped it all back off.
And Lomi, he tried Lomi, and he rode a tricycle.
Yes, I know. I feared for my own life.
I got
It
all
was
these
it,
photos.
it was all quite because the problem is that a lot of the tricycles and the sidecars and everything they're not built for men of my average Australian height, which is just 5'11", and I don't quite fit in the sidecar, and I don't quite fit on the bike, and I don't quite fit. So
So you
yeah,
have
because
to
I'm
choose a
quite
banchao.
broad as well as tall, so I don't quite fit. But here I'm a normal height guy.
You should
Chorizo.
try the chorizo. He has not. Hey,
I've
he
not-
should try it.
I've
Cebu
got.
is on.
I will get to Cebu eventually, and you'll have to be at my meet and greet, Wayne. You'll have to see me in person, and there'll be no. You won't even have to appear on a camera. No,
Hello,
no
hello.
balut, no
No,
balut. Bleh, it stinks.
he doesn't like chicken feet. He doesn't like balut, but
Yeah,
he
no
loves
chicken feet, no
chicken.
balut. Yeah, no balut for me. I don't want to look at my food and sniff it.
And his favorite is Jollibee.
Yes, Jollibee is good. Oops, I've clicked too far. I thought it was going to play. Oh, I did it again. There we go. The bucket list. I will go to Cebu, and Joy and the rest of the team may join me in Cebu. We might do a little company getaway. I think that would be interesting. Okay, let's do a little joke to conclude up the is anyone going to join me in the training on Saturday? Anyone jumping on? Anyone registering?
Let us know if you're registering.
It's
I'll be there to know.
it's going to be based on my jokes, probably. There you
We have to do the with your jokes
go. Yeah.
and Tagalog.
Anong isda ang mahilig sa kanta?
Ano po?
I'll read the question in English as well for our non-Filipinos in the room, which is what fish loves to sing? And the answer is tuna. Kasi mahilig sa tune. So tuna because it's always about the tune.
Tuna, like
Yeah.
century tuna.
Anong sinabay kanin sa tubig?
Ano po?
Which is what did the rice say to the water? And rice to meet you.
Like the anti-rice in Mang Inasal. I bet everyone knows Mang Inasal. Odinho tried Mang Inasal.
Rhoda says that I'm corny. She hasn't heard the best ones yet. We'll do one more. We'll do one more. If everyone's enjoying the jokes, I'll do one more.
Gonna make it good for Rana.
Yes, that's it. Which well, this one's about an egg. Anong sinabay itlog sa mainit na kawali?
Ano po yun, sir?
Which in English is what did the egg say to the hot frying pan? And the answer is in both Tagalog and English is I'm cracking under pressure.
Rana, what do you think? Okay,
One more. Okay, we can do one more. We got to do the Jollibee one.
That makes me hungry.
You remember the Jollibee one? Oh, I've lost it. Oh, the joke. Here we go. Okay, this is about the bee at Jollibee. It's anong kotsi ang mina man iho na buyog. What car
Yes.
does the bee drive? It's a BMW.
That's my favorite. Let's hear it from Rana. Rana, what do you think?
Yes, it's a BMW. Oh, she left. Oh, she back. She said that joke's terrible. I'm leaving.
Janice
Can
likes
I?
it.
Yeah. Cool. Oh, I have to say it again. Rona didn't hear the joke.
Daniel has a lot of jokes during the training, right after the training, to break the ice.
Yes. Well, I got the jokes on the 1 hour sessions on the weekends. We'll do this is for the Jolly Bee, Rona. Yes. Yes, you missed the Jelly
Yes,
BB, which
Rana.
is Anong Kotsi ang Mina Man Iho Nag Bu Yog. And the answer is BMW.
That's what you missed, Rana.
That's what you missed.
Okay, it sells to Rana. Great job, Daniel.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Success in the virtual world is not just about skills, it's about courage to embrace change and the dedication to continuously grow, grow and learn. So thank you all for joining us this evening. Thank you, Rona. I will continue to practice. So when I get over there, I can do my stand-up comedy show, and the Filipinos will come out and see me.
Aren't you
And
gonna show Wilfred?
I'll do all my jokes in Tagalog. Hope to see you all in the 1 hour sessions of the weekend. Awesome. Yes, me too, Wayne. I'm happy that you're joining us for the training. It's going to be great. We're going to drop some more value and we're going to get you ready for the world and open up the whatever direction you want to go into after that initial VA training. It all opens up for you there. And we're here to help you through that. And this is very much about offering a lot of value in the space. I do, yeah, I love traveling and I love the Philippines. So I want to make sure that you all get the most value. I also, if any of our Indian viewers are here, India is on my list as well to visit. So there'll be no country unmet by the other Chris Hemsworth.
You know Brad Pitt, he said. Yeah, too
That's all
slow.
Brad Pitt.
Yes. That's too slow.
It is more fun in the Philippines, and I love being there.
Yes, and this is the
Thank you,
Philippines.
Rona.
So guys, we have the link on the group chat. If you'd like to join us to the full training session, feel free to click on the link and send us a message or follow us on our Facebook account if you have any questions. And we would love to see you all.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Rona. Thank you, Wayne. Thank you,
Thanks, everyone. And
Denise.
okay, Rana, yes, he's foggy. He knows the word foggy.
I do know the word en guapo.
Oh, see, Rana, you shouldn't have brought that up. Because he's really gonna stick to it the entire evening until tomorrow, the rest of the weekend. Yeah. You're now the new Brad Pitt, Daniel.
Yes,
Like
yes.
Hemsworth.
The Australian Brad Pitt, but I want to be the Australian Indiana Jones. So the Australian Harrison Ford. Because I make as many of you successful as possible. I can just travel the world and looking at pyramids. So let's all get successful, and then I can just go travel and look at
To see him
pyramids
in
and
person.
upload videos. Because then you can see me on a YouTube video going, look at this massive pyramid. It's huge. It was built by the ancient people. And maybe I'll find the treasure that's in the Philippines. You know, there's gold in the Philippines that was taken there after World War II. Yes.
Treasure.
That's on the list as well. But everyone have an amazing night. Thank you for joining us, and I look forward to seeing you all in the course. And we're gonna deliver a lot of value because I'll be up tomorrow. I know tomorrow's Saturday, so if anyone joins tonight, they're welcome to if you click the live Q&A button in the course areas and on the replays, you can actually book in and have the session with me tomorrow. And tomorrow I'm going to talk a lot about confidence and building confidence and If there's no questions, that's what I'm going to talk about for an hour, 45 minutes to an hour, depending on how many people get turn up and how long. But you can probably tell I can just keep talking. Mindanao Rona, give you a tour of Rosal Shrine. Yeah, that sounds like a cool place in Mindanao. Mindanao. Yes, cool. Thank you all. Have an amazing, magical evening. I'm going to go to sleep because it's a couple hours in front over here. So it's coming up on 11. Dapperton City.
Everyone, have a wonderful Friday evening, and hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. Please click on the link, and we are excited to see you all then. Take care.
Yes, thank you all very much. Have a good night. See you all soon.
Night. Thank you, Daniel.
Thank you. Thank you, Joy.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.